Welcome on back and gather round, gang. It's time for some more Age of Wonders 4. We're here for part 2 of the Ruedravania Thrones of Blood story realm, where our goats have now... I'm gonna turn the volume down, good grief. Our goats... What? Where are you going? He had some beef with this warlock back here? Either way, where our goats have now gained the ability to get some animal kinship, so more damage and critical hit chance when standing next to an animal. This means... with our kind of maximized, I guess, chance to critically hit, currently we have 20% for standing next to one another, 20% with max mortal blessing, 20% when high morale, so that's up to 60%, and then when standing next to an animal, that is up to 70% chance to critically hit. And we can take this even further beyond. Our beasts become a bit more hairy. I guess there's not much change. Although I guess they do grow kind of like a more simian hair, which is, it's whatever. Now we're going to go ahead and butcher this poor hero. Low risk battle against Hecath Unfound. Actually, did you get the same? Yeah, you've got animal kinship as well, which is amusing. We buffed up their units at the same time, but you don't have any animals, so good luck. 2 mimics though, which is can be spooky. Let's crump them. Get to draining this blood. While we get to battle in our own kind of dark city sprawl, great. So what we would likely want to do is then let our spiders, or another unit that doesn't really matter, like the Immortal Warrior there, be the unit that gets mimicked. So let's go ahead and bring them forward. You can take just about whoever you want, and I'm not really concerned. We'll go ahead and sacrifice this warrior. You coming in behind. Oh, our blood cultist. Can't wait to get to using you. Oh, they've got the mark of the death cult on the back of their hand. What a cool looking unit, even if we've made them goofy with how small they are. Still, this will be a horrifying thing to see coming towards you. Bloodhorn, I say we go ahead and snack onto these bushes. The healing we have is insane. Then yeah, we'll just move up and get ready to bully whoever gets too close. If you want to turn into a zombie, I also wouldn't mind that. So let's move the zombie up to be a possibility. Everything else kind of stick close. We don't want certain units to get transformed into, but others are completely fine. Even if they wanted to go for the Pursuer, I really wouldn't mind that either. Very low damage for what they're rocking. Let's see what the enemy goes for here. Can I snack on any? Yeah, we can. Delicious. Being able to eat so many different things to heal is my absolute favorite. Had a kind of build of this going with Nissa, basically trying to make a Nissa a Vayne. Jiraga elves, if you will. Ooh, froze my zombies. Ouch. It is both with a life seed. And one shot. I'm glad they activated the Mortal Blessing so soon, and the life seed too, so no one really gets to benefit from the heals. So sad. Alright, well, I say we bring the bats in behind here. Then we can just go ahead and steal this unit. So we run up and hit him with the bite. Or we blood parasite these guys, which is a lot of fun. Corpse eating. Someone already... Oh yeah, these zombies died. I hit him with a Scarlet Plague. Enjoy your blood parasite. We could honestly assassinate, just get rid of him immediately. Run over to here. Assassination is a crazy skill now. I'm sorry, how much damage? 69? Nice. And we get a worm out of it. Everyone say hello to Windy the Worm. Like I said, I think I said in stream, you could definitely use these guys as a sleeping bag if you're brave. Nasty. Although they do detonate, I guess, when they die, so them exploding on death. Does it show them being volatile? Yeah, there we go. When this unit dies, adjacent enemies sustain damage and have a chance of gaining blood parasite for 3 turns. And that bloat gets stronger as you gorge on more corpses. They are nasty. And it has the benefit of destroying the corpse as well, which is always good. That Mimic is going to have some damage. So let's just going to fall back here. Can't reach. Only move to here, so we'll just step forward one. With both of these units, bring up the spiders. Oh good, that's excellent. Plus we can use sprint to get in behind. And avoid any of the kind of obstacles in our way. Plus we could run up and eat. It's too far away. Eat these shrubs. Gain some bolstered resistance, and go clobber these poor archers. Yeah, we have to stay close to the bats for that animal kinship. 49 damage on the crit, and then a nice 15. Oh, we could possibly kill, go for it. A miss is to be expected. And then we bring up the echoing bats to harass this poor lad. 21 damage. Mortal blessing for everyone. I mean, they managed to freeze a couple of our units, but what does it matter? Oh, you managed to eat the other ones. You and dogs. 3 of our guys got frozen there, which is unfortunate. Bring the bat up and go for the Echoing Shriek. Although, since it is in defense mode, let's go ahead and do something about that. No chance to hit. 90% here, so let's go ahead and move you to Z's position. I'm going to teleport just to here. Overwhelm Tactics allows for a pretty nice shot. Only 50% on the other unit. So we gotta get them out of guard mode. Oh yeah, we get the animal kinship on this side, which is interesting. I'm gonna lose my voice at the same time, which is not so fun. Yeah, but sprint on around and we'll get a nice flank here. Blood Magnet forward. Kinda locks everyone else in place, which is unfortunate, but not much we can do about it. 25 damage. Make them bleed. Echo is very effective. We'll go ahead and send you in. Is this a mage? Yeah, it is. So we'll go ahead and send you up alongside this mage here. And then we're going to have the bats just go disrupt their mortalists. Yes, now you must flee or die. Your choice. Go for the 90% chance. Critical hit. And we should hit them, taking them out of guard mode first. Such is the way, though. Alright, that's our turn. These guys still back here doing nothing. Get in there, immortals. Immediately dropped on the retaliation. It's kind of interesting. Echo the Mimic down. And no flanks there. I don't think it matters if we move away from them. Send in the spiders. Bonus damage and a crit is all you need. Make sure that Mimic doesn't return. And we really can't do anything with you. Big chop here. And then we have the no longer defense mode warriors. Oh, we don't have to teleport. I'll just go for it. One shot's all you need. What's a mimic, though, so it comes back? Of course. Of course. Activate the second wind. Let's raise you as a zombie. That's almost a kill. Immediately. It's a flank. Let's bring this animal a bit closer so we can at least get the kinship going and maybe a kill. Because if it crits, it definitely is. Play a game of blood tag. 16 damage there, and then maybe a kill. If we went for a dagger on the right, which we're definitely not doing. Morale very low. Stabs our goats and is slain. Well, don't you know our goats have now become immune to shivs? Lots of food, lots of mana, 150 more knowledge, and a new lad to snack upon in our abattoir. Resistant band of camouflage, we'll take it. And then we can finally get to subjugating permanently those that are hiding here in Droxpur. Yes. Alright, onward. Oh, there's a lot of them there. Apparently onward was a bad idea. Well, that's not good. If they come to attack us... Well, they can only ever bring 7 units, which is a good thing to see. Oh, now we have plenty of reinforcements. Try something. Hecath Unfound has been captured. Before we decide who to feed her to, let's see. Windshield or... Now, our current rings are better. The one we just picked up, though, is very good for us to break down later on. But I was looking at skills. I guess we can see in the abattoir, can't we? Hello there, Hecath. Unfortunately for you, we are quite hungry. We are going to snack upon thee. 6 experience. Besa will not level up. We'll just go ahead and give it to Bloodhorn. Your remains are in the crypt, and then we shall turn those into an embalmed sacrifice. Thank you for your many services to our kingdom. That's a pretty good turn. Do we have any money? No, not enough for anything good here, and we've done enough trading where they're not going to be giving us nearly as much cash as before. Day 23 is upon us, and we've got the Wild Speaker researched, so we can buff up our animals even further. Next, though, we must make a selection. Tome of Mists is interesting. Alright, after a bit of deciding, I think the Tome of Revelry is perfect for us. We shall be following the path of debauchery that rewards those who take chances and specialize in gaining morale and experience, which is exactly what we want here. Even further experience gains for our vampires sounds perfect, on top of this transformation here, which grants us 50% morale from all sources as we are overwhelmed with an intense fervor for just battle and being happy in general. So this is actually going to counter our negative 25% and grant us actually a 25% bonus from all sources after that's all said and done, which is fantastic. We also have the Rebels of Blood. We have all sorts of good stuff. So siege projects that are going to make us happier and inflict bleed on the opponents. Revels of Carnage will grant us more experience for 3 turns. Then Blood Fury weapons is more damage, and then when enemies are slain, bleeding is applied to whatever is adjacent. We also get a stronger version of the farm in the Carnival of Flesh, which grants us food and draft, and more per adjacent farms.
Nothing instills more doubt in an enemy than a foe who revels in battle. The warriors who feast upon the carnage, they are the ultimate victors of war, no matter the outcome. Take glory in the fray, and care not who wins.
For if you're enjoying it, Khorne cares not from whence the blood flows. I'm thinking next we'll pick up the Reveler's Heart, since it'll be No upkeep cost for us. Shards, Spars, and just another war party. Beautiful. We'd love snacking on rats. But we do need to deal with Spar here. And then building up is unfortunate, but it is just the way. Alright, forward to glory. We start the siege, we need to get this going. We're raiding party to steal their peeps once we're in, and then we can harass defenders to make them take some damage. Those are mimics. We've got some nasty units to be sure. And do we care? Absolutely not. Sanguine Focus is not going to be as good as just getting another creature. And then here at the meadow, we have to just wait. Got the stronghold going in, but... Wow, these marauder armies are coming in thick and fast, just as Slaanesh desires. We need all hands on deck for dealing with this enemy army. Quiet. Do this. Day 24 is upon us, and like that, the pestilential crocodiles are attacking as well. Well, thankfully, just one turn before we're through Spar, and then we can get back to defend. Let's go ahead and call a wild animal over. Who is this? Go away. Call a wild animal over here. Plague Serpent Dread Spider. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a Vampire Spider. That's very thematic. Not as strong as a Serpent for sure, but at least evolve. Oh. Choose this unit. You decide later, of course. Annex another province. Can we get any more next to the Rosewood? No. So let's try to expand and then towards... probably towards this mine. So let's get a farm going. Alright, and honestly, we can go ahead and call it another wild animal that we have more reinforcements for next turn. Okay, and we get attacked by a horned god and a tier 4 matron. What is going on here? Auto-resolve? That's not too much damage, I'll accept that. 30 of each, 10, because fighting a tier 5 is... That's spooky stuff. Well, glad we handled that. Day 25 is upon us. Claim province. Oh no, that's not good. You cleared yourself a gold wonder already? There's no way you have an army capable of doing that. Good old AI cheats. Good news is we have broken through in Spar, so we'll have to definitely have a fight on our hands here. Holy. First, we call it a wild animal. We'll bring in the Shrieking Bat. We'll have -4. That means if we sacrifice one for this turn, that's not that big a deal. These infestations here are nasty. High risk battle. Yeah, they're gonna have plenty of spells to throw at us. This is gonna be rough. No ballista towers, though, makes it quite a bit easier. We're just gonna funnel them out, and hopefully they work with us. Of course, they all heal up. Yeah, that many guards that can just insta-heal is gonna be real tough to deal with. Well then, if we can draw Tynea Unbound out, he is very easily slain. Actually, before we do leave, let's go ahead and snack onto these bushes. Gains fortune. Bats in behind, archers in behind them. They could go for the pull, which would be unfortunate. Bring you around, then we get a shield wall going over here. None of the spiders have any healing outside of just normal damage. You step up. Come on up behind. And vampire spatters even have some really good healing. No, we really can't have them turn into a blood cultist. And it can reach. They tend to go after the first unit they can, so let's go ahead and send the bat a bit closer, that way they have another target. Delicious. Now get moving. Definitely should have these guys heal before moving up. But here we are. Let's see what the enemy's got here. We need to kill this guy quick. Transforms into... Good, both of them into Dark Warriors. He understands we have to kill him, and he ran. Fair enough. Wait, Mortal Blessing, what happened? He used Death Waltz. On what? I'm sorry, what died? What a weird play. Oh, these guys did. So, oh, the AI doesn't know how to use Death Waltz. That's perfect for us. This makes this battle way easier then. This can stun, correct? No. That's fine, I guess. They can go for a pull here. I think we just need to draw them outside, especially if they're going to keep killing the units with their own Death Waltz. So you step over. Oh, you just siphon blood from here? Well, no reason to move then. 6 range on that's crazy. Oh, they both missed, but there was no animation for it. Huh. I'm just gonna have you retreat and go eat some bushes. Don't really want to get any further, or any closer, that is. We'll just keep drawing them towards us. Eatmomancer, you get into a good position here. And let's bring the bat over to punish anything that gets closer to them. We can just keep letting them move our direction here. Archers, you come on forward. And we'll pass them there. Yes, use Death Bolts on another one of your guys, I dare you. Mark of Invulnerability is much smarter. They gain another Night Guard. Goes for the jump, and is going to eat this corpse. This one does. Okay, well, Poison Bolts have been used. They're now on cooldown. Might as well just run up and hit them with the Charge Strike here on the side. Get rid of that defense mode. I think we will teleport closer. That way we get 3 hits. For Alpha Strikes on these units down here. Can't reach. Not gonna deal enough damage. Still drops that morale. Assassin's Blade would definitely take you out, but then open you up to kind of some retaliation strikes. At least a couple of them. And they do have one of these, the Deathstalkers. Really strong assassin unit. Alright, well I was going to go over here to eat some flora, but I think instead we'll just move the Vamp Hatchling out of the way, move up and go for a Charge Strike here. We'll move up, you back in the way, and then go for a Charge Strike. We get bonus damage. Yeah, just go for the damage. We'll heal up anything that comes at us from the rear. Bang with the bloody beast. See, it is a mimic, and if we can hit with the Scarlet Plague and transform this creature so it doesn't actually get to turn into what it wants to, that's going to be amazing. Will we be able to, though? Let's find out. Bleeding removed. Now you got 4 Blood Parasite. And the Hemorrhage Bolts will kill it. Go for it. Oh, the second one missed, but of course it did. Well, that's a kill, and you should transform into... Okay, good. For science, we learned that the Mimic actually manages to avoid the Parasite entirely. Not good for us, good for them, though. No one can really do that much damage. Truth be told. Yeah, let's go over here and focus down this Mimic. Echoing Scream. At the very least, it's got no morale. It's 50% probably because shooting through allies. Damage, and we'll send the spiders in. Lots of missing. And then we finally do get stunned there. That's fine. Go ahead and protect the flanks. None of our units are low enough that I'm happy to go for the Death Waltz. We'll just go ahead and pass. There's that fulmination I was waiting for. Thankfully, it seemed to do almost nothing. Now here comes the proper grind. Alright, you can take out this Mimic. You can summon, no one really cares about you. And then we will immediately turn. We get it, Mortal Blessing. Scarlet Plague. You deserve this. And you know you do deep down. For you feel the wiggles in your tum-tum. The wiggles of the blood parasite. And a new blood maggot is born. Eventually. Eat this corpse immediately. Alright, who else? Slow and steady wins the race. Bring you on over there, Immortal. And I am entirely fine with just taking pot shots from behind the wall here. We can drop morale with the echoes. Alright, archery, or I guess bat. You finish him by shrieking. Almost. Let's go for the kill. Mortal Blessing triggers across the entire board again. Eat this corpse and then send you in. Let's deal some damage first. We can almost get these guys running for the hills. And that's a Mimic, I believe. They'll just take some more damage. They're out of here. Get first strike retaliated on. That's fine. Go for it. Let's see how potent those heals are. On the Night Guard. Zombie, you go stand up front. We can bring the spiders in with. Set you up for a charge strike. That's the only undead we can bring up, so let's go ahead and just advance to here. Raise this Mimic back as a zombie, and then send him in. There it is. It's an excellent turn. Thankfully, they go for a frontal strike on unit that's mostly... Good grief, that's a lot of health. How do you kill the Night Guards? Or the Death Guards? Morale drops, that's the answer. Because how much health do you have currently? 120? And then it can heal all of it immediately in one go. That is spooky. Let's advance here and just go for the shots outside. Next turn we can get it inside the walls. So yeah, we need to focus these guys down with our morale drop units. Or try to get in with an assassin strike afterwards. I just don't think we have a good, very good odds there. Let's go for the assassin. Love to see those hit. Just move up here. Blast the assassin, try to weaken that morale. I didn't really want to go for the sprint, but here we are. Damage. And another one of the units falls. Their morale is now very low, as it should be. I hate how tanky they are. Hit the blood bolts. Teleport to here. Now we'd have to close the gap. Okay, well, let's put our hero in harm's way. Step forward and go for the kill on the more elite. Miss one, get a crit on the second. And we're not going to be able to charge, so let's just go ahead and lock down in defense mode. Don't deal bad damage. Start chunking through. Those morale drops are hugely impactful too. Alright, what else can we get to? Oh, turn someone else into a Scarlet Plague Beast. Don't mind if I do. Blood Maggot cannot reach, so we'll just bring them up alongside. We will have the animal kinship going. You float in and flank here. Oh, I thought I was behind them. Whoops. My bad. Since we can't actually get behind them, we can... And we'll not block. The charge is blocked, so we can't actually take them out of defense mode. That's too bad. 20 damage here, or 18 on the zombies. Let's send in the zombies because they are completely expendable. You back up. Let the zombies advance. You can come on up behind them. And we'll kinship for a bit more damage. Especially for critical hitting here. Nice. Just keep stabbing on through. I'm sorry, who? For a second there, I thought they were just gonna snack on our goat warriors. Now we're at the gates. Hannibal at the gates. $80 heals. If that's on a one-turn cooldown, there's no way you can get through these guys. You have to kill everything around them. Looks like we've got some blood parasites applied as well. Teleport. No, I'm not sure what just happened there. They managed to get a kill. Almost. What is going... Oh, you've got the mark of invulnerability still. How long does that last? Oh, no, you don't have it. You have a static shield instead. Alright, here's the play. You get out of there. Whatever damage you need, choose fine. Then we'll go ahead and give them the old bite. Have them switch sides. Blood parasite. I'll let you take the retaliation. You're bleeding. How unfortunate for you. Yeah, let's go for the triple shot here. One miss, and one crit. Another Scarlet Plague. You can use that very often. I'm thinking we're gonna see a nerf before too long here. And just pop that down here. That gives us enough damage on you to kill with the Assassin Strike, turning you into a maggot. The heck would be proud. Let's get a guard mode. The maggots feast a bit. Your morale is already so suspect, so we'll go ahead and send the bats in behind and go for some damage. Resist the echo, will you? Not for long. You'll all break in time. You go around with, and then 3 more arrows. Alright, next turn it should turn back into a mimic. Same thing with you here. We'll let you just run away. That's perfect. Yeah, we're kind of locked in place. We could spend the turn attacking. There's really no reason not to. Since it thinks it's on our side, there's no retaliation. Oh, and then, no, it's already locked in place, isn't it? Well, I'm curious. Will the Death Waltz allow you to move again? Go and stab some of your teammates. That means we definitely didn't need to waste all of our turn hitting it. Learning more every battle here. Yeah, that poor guy explodes, turning into a blood maggot right next to their leader. Yeah, they managed to kill, almost. Managed to waste a lot of turns killing our bats. Triggering the blessing for all. Well, apparently the bats make a good quick meal. No damage on the fumble, you fall. Oh, that was one of the actual Dark Warriors. Surprising. That's a lot of damage. And they detonate, spreading the parasite. Alright, well, zombies, let's get to work. Give someone else blood parasite. Ooh, there's a Scarlet Plague choice. Join us. Have no choice, after all. Alright, then we'll go ahead and have the archers. What do we want to do here? The badges don't do much damage. Their main goal is to echo their damage. They hit once and hit a second time. Charge strike here. We're swinging noodles back and forth at this point. Nice and loaded. That is an elite fallen. Go for the bow shots back here. Alright, well, punished aggressively. Kill you, turn you into a maggot, which has a feast upon arrival. And their morale's already broken. Love to see it. Big swing. Should have definitely let the maggots strike first, but here we are. Lots of bonus heals there, and then we could let the... I would say the zombies, obviously, go first. And their morale's breaking as well. It's hard to be weak, isn't it? Wish our spiders had Demolisher, but they do not, and so they're stuck outside. You get out of there so you're not getting killed by anyone here. Very low percent chance to hit. It's only ever 25%. Well, I say we go for it. Never punished. Same thing with a bat. Same unit. We missed the one next to him. They still take the morale penalties, and we'll go ahead and pass back to our foes. Nice. And that one is a mimic, though. See what you guys got. We definitely need some more combat spells here. Only having the 2 is rather unfortunate. Transforms back into one of our guys. Bold strategy, I can't lie. Especially when most of their team is running for the hills. Hungry Immortal. We'll send them in behind here with these blood maggots. So Charge Strike. Let's go for the triple hit. And then I have a plan. Oh, they get a Blood Parasite, really? Nice. I thought it was only a chance to apply bleeding. Yeah, we'll move forward here. And just go for the longer range shots. Both of them hit. You flap and do the same. That is a Mimic gone for good. Blood Parasite on you, good sir. Death Waltz on our maggot. The maggot do some work. Well, everyone's already running for their lives. How quaint. You think your lives mean anything? Spider up. Go ahead and go for the Bat Swarm. And then the Charge Strike. Big smack. Yeah, then the plan is just to end the turn and watch the enemy lord run once the parasite detonates. Hang on, is this guy leaving? We might as well hunt him down. Bonus damage. I can't wait to hitting crits almost every single swing. Oh, is that gonna end the battle there? No, I say no thanks. We'll chase him down, plus I want to see this detonation. Oh, it didn't quite do that much. Well, that's too bad. Now go ahead and move in, use the Assassin's Strike to kill this leader. No parasite emerges, really. I know it just took a while. As it has been for some reason. Alright, it's just me hunting down the last of these poor fools. I'll see you all on the campaign map. Alright, a fairly easy win, all things considered. We only lose a few. That really bad Death Waltz in the beginning was a really unfortunate and strange play for them. We gained 72 food, 72 mana, 10 additional just for the win, and then 150 for killing a hero. Glorious. Enchanted Protector has been scavenged. Ooh, when a melee attack hits, the attacker sustains spirit damage. Don't mind if I do. Not for Bloodhorn, of course, but for Beso, who's now marginally tanky. At least marginally. Drain Familiar or a Stunning Drain. Let's go ahead and pick up the second wind now. Rock Spur has fallen. Let's go ahead and have this general move in to claim it. And we will simply absorb this city. It already belongs to our people after all. Job well done, lads. Now we just have to defend the Blood Meadow from these invaders. Our ruler has leveled up. Hopefully so has the other hero. Oh, I guess he already did, yes. Dark Ritual. Everyone in a 1 hex radius sustains damage, and in corpses turn into zombies. Pretty solid. Melee attacks just deal more damage. We do like more damage. Mind control is really necessary. Whenever you land an attack, gain a stack of a strengthen. Now let's go for fighting, just more damage. Oh, Tynea Unfound has been captured. It's too bad that you make for a tasty treat. 10 experience, that's nice. Look at that, straight to Bloodhorn. No one else needs it. And then Tynea will go ahead and embalm you. How perfect. Okay, well, no one should come in and try to ruin this. We're going to stay here with at least a majority of this force. And then everyone else will run on back to try to defend. Sounds good to me. Alignment change to very evil. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Outside of maybe recruit ourselves another blood cultist. These things are incredible. Do we have the mana now? Not really. We'll make do. Alright, well that is going to be our turn. Well, the turn is again ours. Droxpur is being absorbed in a single turn, so we shouldn't have to stick around for too much longer here. Dealing with his graveyard is something we need to do. So let's go ahead and grab you, hero. And 3 of your goons. We'll send you on over. And everyone else can go defend Blood Meadow. Oh, we have a new hero offering to join, but we can't afford them, so soon. He doesn't like that I have a larger domain. Well, no one really cares. Invading forces coming from everywhere, and they're definitely all beelining towards us. 152, that's way too much. Not keen on spending that at all. Magic origin units are going to be cheaper. We can see further. That's a good one to have. Makes it hard to get stuck up on. Day 27 Droxpur is mine. We'll go ahead and make Baisao the governor right away, giving us 30 additional draft here. Nice. And then we'll reach out and pick up the Astral Dew. Yes, please. We'll go for a forester up here. Those extra conduits come in handy. So are you roving? If so, we should be able to handle it. Staying here for a turn and getting a nice bit of heals sounds good too. Our general isn't healing because of no sunless terrain. There we go. Maximum heals. Archon Blood and Astral Dew acquired, so in terms of magic materials, what are we at now? Casting points, both on the world map and in battle, and then once we get the Tranquility Pool here, we will have the Elixir all done. More knowledge and mana, both. No, our domain has been invaded. Yes, it's unfortunate for you that we must put you in the ground. A risky battle. Snacks Void Spawn. Well, Mr. Snacks, you have wandered into the wrong realm. That's all I'll say to you. Fighting the Gray Squad. Well, this isn't going to be fun, but they've split up. I'm gonna leave one spider here. Is there actually any flora to eat in here? No, there's not. Not at all. Not at all. Animal kinship indeed. Bring you on down there, guard. Zombies up. As our proper vanguard, and then the bats over. Which these bats, once we get them up in damage, what do these guys actually do as they level up? Bonus range and then 10% more damage. And they'll be useful at some point here. They're good at draining morale. Oh, they wasted it again. I love to see it. Shards Spar uses... I love when the AI has Death Vaults now. That is pretty much a free win. Yeah, this guy's not dead yet, but that's a complete waste of that Radiant Guardian. How far can you jump? 2 hexes. We'll move around to defend. Zombies to the front. And then everything else, just get ready for the retaliation. That's over, you as well. Bring the spider horde down. Alright, well, let's see what you goons got. Maybe death waltzing another unit? Oh, he's done. X of Broken Spirit. Get stabbed. And then flip kicked. Do just about as much damage to the judge as they deal to us. Good, okay, we'll have the bats come on round then. Scarlet Plague Unleashed. Enjoy your death, sir. There's nothing to eat. Nothing to eat here. Zombie you. Then the spider. We'll just have the spiders kind of surround. Or you can kind of step back and let Bloodhorn handle it. Which is also a great idea. Don't like being the one that's going to get hit by that. Charge strike the judge then. Allowing us to come on in here and get a bite. Hopefully. Not this time, not even a chance. It's going to deal 66 damage back. That is brutal. Alright, we've dropped his morale a bit. That's good. It's honestly about all we can do. Sneak on around there, spider hatchling. They're almost down. Still really don't like passing the turn with where we're at here. Our general's in trouble. Doesn't quite kill. Does here with their lord though, but thankfully that's a unit with resurgence, so they'll be back. Yeah, not bad at all. Since we couldn't convert the judge, we'll simply blind it. It didn't work, not this time. Beautiful. Can you get up there and actually chase this mage? No is the answer. Charge strike. Grace has been removed from the Deathstalker. Oh, you're steadfast, are you? That's one way to get away from the blood parasite kill. Double hemorrhage bolts, and then we can deal quite a bit of damage here to the Deathstalker. Please kill a model. We need at least to drop a model or two. Bleeding has been transferred into parasites, and we'll blast you with the echoing shot. Who needs morale anyway? Morale's for the weak. Blood mage damage. You're now a worm, congratulations. Flip kicks our brand new worm. Sure, that was squishy. Be steadfast now too. Well, let's go ahead and apply this Lord here with a Scarlet Plague. Just as more of a damage for time debuff. It's another one where we're gonna kill him with morale before anything else. Definitely seems like it. No decaying, not for us. And a chop. It's a pretty meh chop, lads. He insists that running away is unfortunate. And that one was good damage. Can't get close enough to do anything due to my own positioning. Alright, we will pass. They're on the ropes for sure. X is someone else. It's nice and petty. Did you gain a blood parasite? How unfortunate. So if you already have blood parasite and you get bleeding, yeah, it counts as bleeding. So if you already have it and someone applies bleeding, it's going to give you blood parasite instead. That's crazy strong. Death user. Chop this one in half. Gets to be steadfast, unfortunately. The Lord also gets you teleport away and then get killed by someone else. How exciting. And the rest of this, we just wait. He doesn't even do anything. And gets gorged upon by the flesh bags. That's 36 more food mana and 10 mana and 150. Knowledge. Good stuff. Crown of Accuracy. If you just want to keep feeding people into this meat grinder, we are here for it. Reveler's Heart is done. We can move on to Revels of Blood, Revels of Carnage, or Wayfinder Enchantment. See, I like the idea of getting some experience. Bonus experience. Good old Snacks will toss him. Oh, he died. You're so very lucky. Our vampires were hungry. Alright, new bounty can be created? No, I think not. We can, however, set production up here in Droxpur, and we definitely shall. We've got the Carnival of Flesh. These guys having a great time. Up in the palisade walls to keep them safe. And then we can march on this graveyard up here. Yeah, we're healing plenty. And then Reveler's Heart shall take 3 turns. Let's go ahead and pick up Sanguine Focus first. and then Reveler's Heart. 78 to rush. And then we can immediately go for the Grave Obelisk. Which can take a long time, truth be told. We need to go for the Bathhouse immediately, so let's let this build naturally. We'll bring in this Blood Cultist now. And then let us produce food here. Now we need to butcher Shards, Spar, and get on the actual missions quite soon. Alright, with that, Mavelith likes us. Pronouncement of Friendship is expensive. What about a Wizard's Bond? Oh, she's got Archon Blood. We need the Tranquility Pool, though. Some undead move in, wishing to be turned into our thralls. You love to see it. We lose units. No. Never will we lose units. I love to see. These rose bushes are my favorite obstacle. Shop and they creep. So what makes you unique? I haven't fought very many of these crocodiles of pestilence. Besides looking great, they have a split damage type and an aura of disease. And they're very tanky. Alright, so we definitely want to focus down the necromancers, and they have 2 of those, or just 1 necromancer, 1 overseer. These shrubs are mine. And then you can also Deathly Vitality. Those are some insane heals. Doom Bat up here. Evomancer also to stack up the trees. Let's move up as far as we can here. Draw them in. You could definitely use some help. Do some snacking. Likely we're going to use you as a Death Waltz. Alright. More rose bushes. We can get you with a Scarlet Plague. Or we can run up and get a bite on the croc. Only a 32% chance to actually succeed there. Let's wait for them to get a bit closer. Unless they've already gone for this, so we will instead just go for the Scarlet Plague here. 4 times Blood Parasite to these zombies. Let's go ahead and scoot you over, let the zombies kind of move in. Lure our foes into a bad spot. Yeah, so this is pretty good. And then we pass once again. Goes for the basic shot on both of the supports, only hits on 1. Everyone all in on this poor immortal. Alright, disease is out and away. Send the zombies in to go bother the necromancers. Which under normal circumstances you'd say would probably be a bad call. So that retaliation could kill these zombies dead. We can't move, so just go ahead and blast the Scarlet Plague in here. 2 times Blood Parasite. An Echoing Shriek into him as well. Bite. Can take a bit of bleeding damage there. The Overseers get shivved, the Doombats can fly right through the thorns. And then no one can get bit, unfortunately. And there's no corpses to raise just yet. Go ahead and have you turn and Shard Strike here. Get hit with Smitter Radiance, then we'll go ahead and Death Waltz. Have you chop into the same unit. And you got a critical hit. Well done. Scarlet Plague you, so the second you try to flee, it's all over. Mortal Blessing triggers, we get 5 health per unit. You got one of our units when it's done. Pretty scary blows coming out of their Pestilent Crocodile. I can't lie about that at all. You left your back exposed though, sir, so I think death is befitting a mistake such as this. For the most part, but most of the units just advance toward us, which is very surprising. We could end this battle this turn. We could have gone for the dagger to the right and not worried about it. We still do have to corner this last mage here. That's all we need. Necromancer falls, and no one cares about these zombies. Oh, apparently we do. Apparently we do care about these zombies. Do we not have an easy way to kill them? No, not really. Morning Star to the Dome does work pretty well, though. And tried their best to kill our spiders, it just didn't work. Crunch into... Steal some health back real quick. Almost died in the process, though, good grief. Nice, nice. Blood Meadow gains more food and mana, of course. It's the only way. Sanguine Focus is ready to go, and we can annex another province. And so we'll come down here and pick up this mine before Mavelith does. Burg of Ceaseless Wailing. Good for you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry, who is this? A random spider approaches. Ah, it's a whole heap of spiders. And they were camouflaged. Well, that's scary. We get destroyed. Well, we'll have to try that ourselves. I'm thinking this is going to be a scary fight. That is a lot of spiders. And they do not tend to care about your front lines even a little bit. Move your happy self on over there, Baysau, and then just set up wait. So this is gonna be nasty. You get some flora for yourself. Oh, that's the shrubs. Oh, good. The roses don't make you bleed. Eat these trees. Problem with most of our units being warriors is that they are going to struggle in a shred-up fight once the spiders close the gap, which they're very good at. They spread out, huh? They can all jump, getting closer too. Move back a little bit. Have a snack here, bring these archers around. Back to these trees. And we pass once more. Perfect. No immobilization yet, which is great. The amount of webs we're gonna hit by here. AoE for days. What a nasty army we're fighting here. These shrubs gain some resistance. We need to focus one down at a time here. Which the matriarchs would be key. We'll go ahead and try to focus this one down. Love to see the crit. Charge block by. Oh, we're also blinded. Teleport back here, eat this flora, and start wailing on him. Kill the matriarch before it can do anything good. If we get a crit, that kills. If not, we get punched for a couple here next turn. Go for it. Oh, of course. The smallest amount of damage is all we needed there. You didn't slip away. Oh, you can't. Be an pinned in place. Yep. Ooh, that damage. Realizing the bats' morale drops are a huge benefit to us. Mobilized and killed. A surprise spider attack, man. They've got us locked in here good. And we're immobilized with pretty much everyone too. Wow. Well, we'll at least go for the second wind. We kind of need to make sure we're chopping through some of these spiders here. How much is one swing dealing? 18 damage. Just a measly 18, as opposed to these guys are hitting 14. No matter what here, we're in trouble. Oh, we should have gone for the teleport. I saw it too late. In fact, we can reset it very easily here. I'm glad the second hit didn't actually detonate those pods. Only 50% chance to hit. However, if we do land one... There we go. You should be at least able to turn around and kill. Destroy that morale. And give us enough health to survive. Oh yeah, sprinting doesn't work when you're locked in place like that. Deals no damage. We're gonna have to try to flee. And it kills that unit as well. Mortal Blessing active. And they lock. Oh, they're going after our leader. Huh. I'll just teleport in behind you here. The glorious leader loses his ability, but we do have second wind and the corpse eating, so opportunities to heal for sure. Let me start taking these things out one at a time. crits, 3 crits. I'm gonna go for the kill here. Awesome. 27 damage. Let's go for the turnaround and sort of chop through this guy here. Bleeding. And we pass. Yeah, those flanks are gonna hurt. Immobilize. They're going after the archers now. Go full jumps to get around behind our archers. Consume Aziz's corpse. They're completely immobilized, can't get away. Oh, that's so unlucky. Hunter spiders, man, that's a dangerous unit. Happy to see the crit. Well, let's see if we can... There's the immobilization. Goes for the same thing here. And that gives our archers a chance to shoot, though. Which is all the space we need. Corpse scourging right here. Thank goodness for all these dead bodies. And then the assassin strike. Doesn't quite kill. Yeah, we're locked in place. Eat this corpse. And then I'm gonna go for the shot. Kills the matriarch. What else you clowns got? Sure, we'll go ahead and move up. Go for the blood siphon to heal. Snack on this corpse behind us here, and then teleport behind ourselves. Battle of the mobility. Shoot our own guys twice? We hit them twice? That's so unlucky. That chop's enough to send him running for the hills. Nasty fight, but we do come out on top. We lose a Shrieking Bat, which is unfortunate, but they don't deal that much damage, so it's really not that much of a true loss, really. And we have a creature cage here, granting us a snow spirit. Ew. Our ruler has leveled up. Well done there, Bloodhorn. Stealing experience like a boss. Even more damage, a curse, which is free, weakens them and makes them bleed. Round of accuracy is good for a ranger. We don't have any of those just yet, though. Alright, well, onward. We need to go clear out Shards Spar. They keep sending units to face us. Time to force that to cease. Baisao is consumed by arrogance. I don't want to be a prospector anymore. Be a shepherd. Oh, that's the way. Prove yourself as a shepherd, sir. Sending invading forces from this graveyard, and then Sanguine Focus is ready to go. We really just need more money. Bathhouse is always a painful pickup, but you always have to have it. Painful because it's extremely expensive. Repair that for 50. And that's what we've got, but we do have access now to our own Deathstalkers, which have a terrifying single-shot attack and a stalking strike, which is going to deal a bunch of damage and even more based on how much health they've lost. Get Reveler's Heart up and running. Yeah, let's do it. Reinforcements would be nice, but let's get our faction even stronger. Alright, day 29 dawns, and we can still respond to the hero's offer to join if we get any money. Which we do not, because that's the... Oh, perfect. Speaking of no money, now we can fix that. We can heal even more. Let's pick up Impressment. That way we can evolve these spiders a little bit faster. They're almost there. Burg of Ceaseless Wailing is such a cool name. Not a great place to live, obviously, but still a cool name. I'm guessing Auto-Resolve hates our spiders? Not this time. We gained 300 knowledge because 2 leaders. Demoralizing Great Axe and a Lance. This is amazing. Burning and Remorse. Does it look as cool as our bloody Morning Star? No, but it is much stronger. Much, much stronger. Moving on. Oh, they're both remains? Oh, wait. You just gave me a lot more knowledge for some reason. I mean, fair enough, we've got enough of these Embalmed Sacrifices, I kind of just want to sell you. We need the money most of all right now. Yeah, these units are just a little bit too weakened to take on that many zombies. I hate that we're having to leave them, but let's... Can we get up out of their range? No. So just go ahead and fall back. And we'll deal with them soon. We just need to get some heals going. In fact, everyone who needs more heals, let's try to get back towards friendly territory. Thank you kindly. Yeah, that looks good. The other thing we need to do, though, is get ourselves another hero. So we recruit one. We've got Kainia the Keen, which we don't need any nautical governors. Lazy Yada, the Arrow Slinger, or we've got Mordock. This guy looks horrible. Look at you. Proper satanic goat man here. He's a crusader. Now we don't need that. We're gonna grab ourselves our first ranger. Very dangerous units if we give them the right skills and the right weapons. Lazy Yada, the Arrow Slinger. This is a terrible name. You're gonna be our first, Kevin. Embrace. Yes, welcome, Kevin, to the Dark Brotherhood. I'll be back with a newly modified Kevin the Goatman. And one and all, give a hearty welcome to Kevin the Honor Guard, eternal champion of this channel. We accept those changes. He looks great. All armored up for his duty apparently as an archer. Resistant Band of Camouflage makes you hard to see. Crown of Accuracy makes those arrows hit their mark more often. Beautiful. The only thing I might want to change is getting you out of the Chaos Dedication. But extra critical hit chance is very nice, isn't it? Turn vampire, vicious killer, and a coward. All the things we enjoy greatly. Alright, you go join up with the leader there, and then we're just gonna have to save our gold. Nothing else to spend in terms of mana, not for now, but we'll be getting lots of animals soon. Well, day 30 is upon us, and we are being chased by these creatures here. We might have gained enough health. I do really wish we need some more spells. Combat spells is something we need. So Marcus Prey is our only one here. I guess we got 2. So Call of the Wild as Animal and Cavalry, and then Marcus Prey as Distracted. Every attack's flanking. Oh, that's so strong what we have going right now. Yes, please. Our units have... Excuse me. We've been denounced. You have crossed me. I don't care. Oh, everyone's declaring a rivalry on us. We need friends. We already have a declaration of friendship with him and a wizard bond, which is good. Can we get a open border pact? It's a deal. Our one and only friend is this sadistic man. I'm glad we have at least one. Good boy. You stay up there. Oh, he's got the full cast. Look at this thing. It just grows over the entire settlement. And we can just kind of reach out here with little hooks and grab people out of the streets if we needed to. We call that fast food. Roxburgh, can we make you more money? We need more money quite badly. So much so I'm tempted to fight this, and even if we lose a couple, it's fine. Zombies are trash, so yeah, let's do it. You move in to help. We'll sacrifice whoever we need to. Not the ranger, though. I'm not really looking to sacrifice them. Everyone else, including this frost spirit, perfectly fine. Alright, everyone. Advance. This blade is anti-undead, which is perfect for here. Oh yes, we've got all this delicious pale broccoli to snack on. Which, with all the blood flowing through it, that should be healing us double. One for the trees themselves, and just one for the blood flow. Nice. And we'll pass. It's as full health as we can get here. So we start dropping corpses. The corrupt soul is indeed a problem. What if we can get hit with a nice freeze right off the bat? It didn't quite work there. It shouldn't overtake the others, so we'll just go ahead and stay here. We might be forced to bleed next turn, we'll see. Yeah, let's move back to here. Siphon some blood. Yes, please. Weaken those zombies before they get closer. You move up here, and then archers in behind. Yes. Alright, well, they're definitely going to empower these corrupt souls. That's terrifying. Nice, 13 damage there, we lose some morale. Like I said, this is the only unit I'm willing to sacrifice, so if that's the one we have to... Hey, I'm here for it. We have to take some damage. It's like, could we just eat this one that he has to move through? No, there's shrubs all around him. That's too bad. We do still get to charge through there, though, which is good. Too many shrubs to eat. Go ahead and give you a little bit more speed as well. I think we focus all in on this necromancer. Don't allow it to do anything. We'll take whatever bleed we need to there. Charge strike. Not nearly as much damage as I would have liked. And the assassin's blade for 47. Nice. We want to reposition where we're not getting jumped by all these zombies. And we're pretty much just going to leave this guy to... It's so unfortunate. In fact, it's unfortunate enough where I'm going to go for plenty of damage here. And then the death waltz. And then the death waltz. We'll actually come back. I'm gonna have you teleport over here. Step forward, give him the old triple shot. Love to see it. You do the same for a kill. Beautiful. Zombies are expendable though, so they're not gonna hurt our enemies' morale at all. Into the trees. Snack on these corpses. Get a little bit more movement. Then we'll come back and hit you. 119. Yeah, it just gets killed next turn, so let's go ahead and give it Death Waltz. That way we have a chance of getting it back at the end of this battle too. Or I guess 100% chance to if we win. Big damage. And we'll treat it kind of like Total War, where we leave their strongest unit for the very end. Well, hopefully we can. Actually, them getting that close to our archers is all kinds of bad. No decaying, thankfully. Oh, good. You can come on back round. Perfect. Go for that second wind. Allowing us to get all the way in here and right next to. You can't teleport, which is the bad thing there. Not much. What we're going to do is have you teleport. Ooh, I don't know where to where. Is that in his zone of control? Yeah, it is. You don't like to see that. We can just go for the kill. Drop these units here. At this point, Resurgence will be bringing it back with exactly as much health as it currently has, so we're going to go ahead and teleport. Make sure I'm not in any zone of control here. This is X. Ooh, no chance to hit. Good grief. Mistakes were made. Well, that's too bad. Go ahead and clobber this unit. They can heal more than we do out of that. Have a snack here, please, and then we can go for the kill. That gets hit. That's fine. Still no chance to hit them. Everyone gets a dose of death. Well, let's go ahead and go for the death waltz. Actually, can you, before I do that, how much damage? Probably not enough to kill. So go for it. Nice, and then we go for the death waltz itself. And then try to take out this zombie here. Oh, we get to teleport. Hang on now. Flanks for us. Still only 50% chance to hit, but that's a flanking strike. Nice. Well, they detonate. Just had to play a bit of mind games with them. As long as our units that have Resurgence die, we're good. One round and go for the one shot there. You're kind of trapped in place. Let's have a snack here. Take out that defense mode. Oh shoot, they're in rose bushes. It doesn't work. Let's eat this flora in front of us so we're not taking the damage. Extra speed. I'm gonna go Death Waltz here. They have multiple reactions? Is that right? Go ahead and eat this flora. And then fire through. And we at least get a crit. You can run up and go for your strike as well. 27 damage sounds good. Again, even if all these guys die, that still is a win for us. Assassin Strike for 51. Everything survives because Resurgence is definitely not broken. For sure not broken. That's completely fine. Alright, cool. We're gonna go ahead and bring you back in to heal. The rest of you have enough health to take on this haunted graveyard, I believe. Unless they spawn more enemies. Go ahead and just move up together. Scout, you're heading to the underground. Perfect, that sounds great. Go pick up that stash of gold for me. We can finally march in here on Shards Spar. I want to take out the Ruins Peak first. So that's where we're going. One turn before we have the bonus morale. Orders required. Well, if we go into their territory, we have troubles. We're not healing anyway because of the sunless terrain, or because we're not in sunless terrain, so need to be a bit more clever than that. More heals. Forced march. Now let's save. We're about to get the crypt blade. Day 31 is upon us. We've got Reveler's Hearts ready, so our goat people can turn into goat people. Nothing changed. All of our transformations are just making us more ourselves, which, I mean, that's kind of neat in and of itself, right? Let's go after this Lover Spring here. Bronze Wonder, we should be able to handle it. Heavy emphasis on should. Alright, then we can march in here into Ruins Peak. I'm not, actually, yes we are. I was gonna say, I'm not gonna have the hero join us, but it will be a better use than that spider there. You join, and then everyone else to this position. So we can siphon some of the experience from him as well. Knowledge per quarry can be set as a unit deployment zone and adds the Brewer and Butcher Ogres to our Rally of Lieges. I don't care about Mavelith. She can get over herself. Before you can enter a bandit-infested fortress, you're stopped by a whistle from nearby. A coarse-looking woman appears from behind a broken wall. Hey, my elder goat. I see you're trying to enter my camp. I used to lead the gang of idiots in there, but after our last raid, they booted me out. Mutiny. Hey, if you teach them a lesson, I'll gladly point you to our secret stash of loot. Sharing the spoils, you know? No, I don't think we care about them. What are hidden traps? We do not care about bleeding. I also don't care about brigands. 2 goblins for the food pit. Well, let's fight that ourselves then. We can't lose any units. We've got a reputation to uphold. This is one of the more basic Ancient Wonders. You've seen this quite often, although... Oh, these were the candles. Now that's just kind of weird fern. Purpley magic ferns. Bunch of aspirant knights. I mean, they can deal some good damage. But they have to reach us. If we kind of hang out in the foliage here, we're nice and safe. A zombie, go ahead and get their attention. You found all the traps, have you? Perfect. Glad to hear it. This wasn't even blood. Oh, sorry, Kevin. Kevin, you fall back. Let Bloodhorn up into the shrubs. That. And then everything else can go ahead and join as well. Perfect. 44 damage is not worth us taking that early on. Blank. Zombie. Look straight ahead. Dealing 20% less damage is unfortunate. They decide not to move in yet. Well, I'm going to continue to be cagey myself then. I'd rather not take damage. Hit anyone you want. It isn't my bats. They lose how much damage? And he's just got mage capabilities. Well, guess what? You now have the Scarlet Plague. How lucky. We'll put the zombie here. Make sure only our least important units can be hit. And then we can retaliate with pretty nasty force here. You step back. Make sure no one can get in behind, and we pass. Over the shot from there, really. Is that a long? Yeah, it's a longbow, because there's no way they hit us otherwise. Now, zombie down. Good job, you. What's that? We get bonuses. And you're surrounded by spiders. And it's a bad day to be you. We've got the sniper shot, my absolute favorite. But for some reason, it's got an AoE. Do the thing. Oh, it drops down the miasma. Guess we should have read all his abilities. He has the funky miasma shot and has a culling hunter. Per negative status effect. Now enjoy your poisoning, sir. Mortal blessing for all. We do get weakened if we go into this mist here. Let me go ahead and blind you real quick. No retaliations, thank you. Bleeding. It's so unfortunate, isn't it? The maggots are hungry. Oh, the blind didn't work. That's too bad. Well, in that case, we kind of just need to stay in and fight then. Who can handle the hit the best? Definitely Bloodhorn. Just the bite mind control resisted, and we'll just kill him with the spiders then. Most excellent. And there's no reason to overextend. How far can you two move? Oh, they're both mages. Bring them on up. Echoing Screech, one misses, and the other two hit. We'll take it. Focusing down our units with Resurgence, love to see it. Oh yeah. Garbage play, sir. Spiders, come on back to give us that kinship. Critical hit, come on now. That's all we needed. Another mortal blessing means even more critical hit chance. And I say we want to shut down this lord here, and you can move up and do the same with these longbows. Should have grabbed the corpse before we left. Not too bad. Enjoy your bleeds. Oh, actually. Even in the clovers, no critical hit chance. Now some delicious dragons. We're gonna have them focus down these archers, even if it's harder to hit them. Is there any flora we can eat over here? We have to get way too far away. No, no thanks. First big bonk. Oh, we should have cursed them first. Enjoy your curse and your damage. Just a simple 42, you're burning and you're bleeding. Big chop there. Where are you going? Ah, they're trying to focus down my bats. Despicable, but not to be unexpected. Guardian down. Seems like you, sir, want the Scarlet Plague, so enjoy. 5 Blood Parasite. Go ahead and have you make the switch over. Excellent. And then turn around and give him the Echoing Shriek. 2 crits. Oh man, we can't actually move through. Let's see, either moving through friendly units or athleticism is the one you want to go for. One kind of mobility, extra mobility is always useful. Well, that's that. Our spiders evolve, at least one of them does, and we gain some blessed dragons. After dealing with the Dana bandits, you can search the ruins. You're quickly joined by the former bandit leader. The stranger sighs as she sees the bodies of her former comrades. Shame. They were decent cronies while it lasted. She leads you to a secret room hidden behind a stone slab. Anyways, here's the stash. Some fine loot too. Even a death-calling rotbringer. What's a javelin? An animal-slaying, decaying javelin. Interesting. Name's Ears of the Bloody, by the way. Should we cross our paths again, leads you to a room filled with bandit loot. Ta-da! I'll leave you to it. She quickly fills her pockets with gold and attempts to leave. Add her to our recruitment pool, claim all the loot. Claim all the loot. Something we got to kill her as an evil play. But apparently not. We are honorable bandits. One of you should have enough movement. We'll go ahead and take down. Fight or flight. We engage the Plague Serpent. Oh, it switches to our side. Yes. Join me. Plague Serpent. We shall name you Susie. Susie the Murder Serpent. Now, Susie, onward to Shards, Spar. Marker spray is done. Excellent. We definitely could have used it in that last battle. Tunnel vision being what it is. We have 2 people in our crypt, no one in our prison, which is really too bad. Well, we'll go ahead and turn you into a sacrifice, and you into money. Alignment has changed to normal evil. No, we've got to get that back down again. We make more cash as the more evil we are. The Death Hex. That makes them a kind of healer. A weird kind of healer, but they are a healing damage dealer. I want the Death Stalker, though. Give to me my assassin. And then we can go for a Blood Cultist for the top squad here. Blood Cultists are crazy tempo. Production. Well, we'll accept production, too. And excavate, because it's just out of reach. We moved a little bit poorly. Alright, well, production and Spar. Oh, since they finished that up in a hurry. Well, unfortunately, it looks like we need another tavern. Fix up our morale woes. Revels of Carnage. Let's go for that next turn. And then we can get the beast after. So we've got 1 matriarch here. Dread Spider Matriarch. These can melee strike for more damage than they previously could. They've got a web attack, which can immobilize and slow. And then they've got spawn hatchlings. We get ourselves another Dread Spider. Alright, day 32. Looks like we can actually see the army led by the... Well, she's got a lot of troops. Definitely need to be careful when it comes to the Vampire Hunter. She is packing some heat. Ooh, Rite of Bloodletting's done, which means we get ourselves another toe. And now we've got some decisions to make. Alright, and as weird as it might sound, we're going Tome of Fertility. This allows us to spread a lot more, basically, provinces that allow us to get lots of food, so we can generate plenty of thrall and plenty of population to overwhelm this map as quickly as we can. We also get to animate flora on the map so we can snack on some plants, or we can turn them into units. Temple of Fertility is a nice structure that'll grant us more food and then food and draft per population. Restore the Land is going to grant the territory into grassland or fungus fields. Oh, if it's in the underground, so grassland on the surface. It doesn't lose its sunless terrain, so we get to benefit from all of the goodies that grassland gives to us, which is awesome. We also have the Summon Nymph, which is a pretty decent unit there, but I believe it's a Fae, so no benefits to our... no benefits to either our undead or our animals, but we do have the Seduce ability here, which is pretty dang solid. Also, the Blossom of Life for regeneration, so actually some proper heals if we could get that spell.
Life, I would say, always finds a way. From the depths of the deepest ocean to the crags of the highest mountain, nature's fertile blessing flourishes and grows. The truly wise will harness this power and sow seeds of growth and healing throughout their lands.
Growth healing so that we may snack on more of our peasants. Yeah, I think from here we're gonna go ahead and pick up. None of these are really something I want that much. Let's go restore the land here. Invading forces. Well, we'll go ahead and pop that Revel of Carnage on our Lord and Savior here. Units rank up faster for 3 turns. Oh no, our allies withdrawn to the void. Good to see we chose the right side. And no Sunless is unfortunate, but we don't really have a choice. Let's go ahead and advance. If we can get into a fight with this army here now, that'd be perfect. Take them out with a quick auto-resolve. Quickish, we lose a Plague Serpent. We won't, so we'll fight it ourselves. Just takes a little bit more calculation, which that Plague Serpent likely, well, I guess it would have given it Resurgence. I don't know why it died. Our Christmas goats. Christmas goats of murder. Going up, lads. Zombies, you go ahead and do the same. Just be that nice expendable wall for me. I'm gonna leave the Flora for 1 turn, and then we can snack through, that way our archers can fire. Leave everyone else pretty much where they are. Bring the action, rats. Well, you're doomed. That's too bad. You hate to see it. He detonates, but he is steadfast, so it's not all bad. I don't see a reason to move from where we are here, so let's just go ahead and, like I said, out of anything, we can bring the Matriarch round. And then switch you with the zombie. Hey, you go stand out front, zombie. Nice and safe for you. There we go. Well, I sure do have units that can move, but they're fine. So something else died to Mortal Blessing there? What was that? Or something else died? It's about to be a zombie here. Why'd they trigger Mortal Blessing, I wonder? That's just the monk that... Oh no, I guess the monk died on their turn. Yeah, that's fair enough. It was just a delayed triggering, I guess. Summon in our hatchling. Doing a good job of staying away from our troops. So you come on across. Sprint to get across the water without any trouble. And then we'll go ahead and drop down the Scarlet Plague here. Everyone needs to turn into something greater. A parasite's made of pure blood. Well, that's gonna miss everyone. It didn't. 10% chance we hit him. You move on up and clobber. We do get weakened once, but that's fine. They're now bleeding. Tie that hero up for me. Not a good chance to hit. Unless we get across the river. We're just gonna move up once and go for the low chance. Even 2 grazes, since they echo, are pretty solid. Roll second wind to get across the river. We'll curse these 4 guys. Oh, they do get hit us back, huh? And then I see no reason not to mind control them. So we get more damage on this unit. zombie. Heal up a smidge here. As much damage as possible, hit him with the death waltz. They can deal a little bit more damage. Doomed though they are. Oh, that's a very good idea. Damage. You move up here and then forward one. Oh, that's a better idea. That is a much better call. So, Spider, you just go for the damage here. These blood parasite fools. That's a kill. Oh no, they can become steadfast. Zombie detonates. Everyone gets Immortal Blessing. The rats aren't quite the same faction we are, but they're as close as they can be. We have to get weakened even further to chase them. Don't like that so much. Just keep chasing this lord. Spiders, come on in. That's an easy kill. Freeze you both up. Even if you have to go through the weakening mist. Weakened a bit. They'll be fine. Scarlet Plague on you, since the Lord can't be afflicted. Or at least he can't be turned into a parasite. Strike there, it does crit, but the grace keeps him alive. Yeah, it was the spider bite through. Either way, gets to turn into a parasite and block everyone's path. Yep, go for those flanks. There's no really good chances to hit anywhere. 35%. Well, if it lands and it also crits, we're not complaining. 13 there. Another 5%. Take a graze? Absolutely. Runs for the hills and another icy blast. That unit's dead. What else you clowns got? $13 damage. Can't actually reach. Such a low chance to hit unless we get a lot closer. Alright, go for it. There's a crit. Let's go ahead and bite that unit there, since it is going to betray us here before too long. And we don't really have anything to get in close enough. There's some damage. Another 5% long bomb. Nope, not this time. Yeah, we're just on chase duty now. Which is not so fun. We need to switch out one of these for the distract. I keep forgetting we have the distracted spell. That would have made that last little bit here much easier. Kill the general and the rest should flee. Or they stick in. Brave. Alright, so they are dead on the next turn. We just have to pass our way through. That's no feasting. Kentucky Fried Rat. 36 food and 46 mana. One more experience for Bloodhorn and all the other goodies. Yeah, it goes by now. We get a heap of resources every time we win. Staff of the Steppe. Interesting. Again, we didn't manage to capture them. We're getting very unlucky. We get to turn them into sacrifices, of course, but I like the gold more right now. Blood Meadow can annex another province. I don't think we're ever going to get the 3-province bonus from the Shattered Rosewood. They're all really spread out. And we can't expand over the mountains, so kind of out of luck there. But we can. What is the mausoleum like? Conduits adjacent. Then we could prep the way for a conduit, or we can just get a mine over here. Mine on both of those provinces. Excellent. Ooh, an ice dragon. That'd be fun to deal with. I'm trying to see what your renown level is at. So we can keep repeating this one as long as we're evolving units, so we need to bring in more animals that can evolve. So we have not enough mana. But we will go ahead and pick up, at least not enough casting points. We'll go ahead and pick up a whole wild animal. I want to say we can clear the Lover's Spring with 5. It'll just be easier with stronger units, so here's what we'll do. We'll level up some. And bring you in to help. Start excavating. And we have a little bit of gold left over. But it's just going to have to be spent on rushing things, which we don't want. So I guess we get to save. How exciting. Day 33 is upon us. Which means we need to get closer to Shards, Spar, and knock this rival out in a hurry. You know, regeneration's bad, but it's really not that big a deal. Let's move. Whoa, they're well defended. Hello? These are some nasty city-states. We'll go ahead and call the wild animal right here. We get ourselves... Ooh, nothing I want. At all. A whole bunch of garbage, in fact. We'll take the Scrap Hermit for a bit of a defense. That's a lot of guys they have here for sure. Oh, we need more units. That is just the way. Pick up some knowledge, that's nice. We'll excavate here. Shards, Spar into war party. Okay, so we don't want to move up, we'll let them come to us. We'll knock you out, no worries. You're angering me, Bloodhorn. She wants to declare war. Well, that's not good. She's very upset with us. Well, let's go ahead and pay her for this transgression. That way, if she does declare war on us, it's not going to be one where she's just gaining a heap of Imperium. Because we need to break our northern kind of rival here at Shards quickly then. we aren't going to be able to hold her off at the same time, not with what's going on. Oh, good. You're sending more of these after us. Quickly, we have to level up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nasty army. We're gonna get basically trapped by these guys here. AI's playing some dirty games, aren't they? Well, they're sending a war party, but they're not... Oh yeah, this is the same turn still, of course. They're not getting any closer. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just wait. That war party should arrive here next turn. We can sell her the Ruins Peak. It's not like it's that useful for us. You'd give us... And not much. She really doesn't like us. Alright, well that is going to be all it is. We'll pass the turn and see how things play out. We do get run up on by some more rats, and hopefully auto-resolve allows us to... What do these snakes do to you? AI hates animals. Actually, it seems to have for a very, very, very long time. Zombies, go bother the foe. You two bats, but like over here. Split all foolish enemies up. Disregard that. Let's go to here. Spiders, Shellmet Crab. If they manage to kill our snake anyway, I'll be impressed. Deal with those trees. Don't need the same here. These guys could use health. Yum yum, eat them up. Return cooldown. Let's go ahead and use it now. Get as far up as we can. Here you go for a snack, and we'll sit here and set up for a charge attack. In come the rats, marginally. Helmet Crab, you take this angle. The charge strike is going to hurt. I'd prefer to go after these guys. Leg Serpent you up as well. We will just set up a few traps for them. Make sure you can't reach, even with Cosmic Rescue. You move like over here. Dread Spider Matriarch, you come on in behind in the shrubbery. That looks pretty good. Just lock that border off, and we will pass. Arrows away. So far, so good. They've been baited into some pretty bad first attacks. Spin Kicks the Serpent takes a heap of damage, but Grace actually managed to heal a lot of that back up. Let's drop the Scarlet Plague back here on the units that are fairly weak to it. Just weak to damage in general. and you can hit the other. Both archers are now walking time bombs. Do the same with these spears. I'll make that decision in a moment. If you can manage to hit this shot, that is major. Well, that's a hit and a blood parasite. Which disrupts their other archers. We can charge attack in here from behind. Brutalizing these poor monks. 57 damage. Manages to be steadfast. They're enough. Can't fault you for that. Run on in here and flanking strike. Red Spider go for a bit of a hatchling. We can send them in. All hands on deck killing this judge here. Seems like they're a wee bit scared of the magical attacks coming off of our Echo. Low chance to hit. We'll see if we can... Well, we hit our guys. Flank them like champions. Alright, now what to do? That retaliation just a little bit more than I'm willing to deal with. So we will simply go for another blood parasite. It damaged him as much as it could have been, though, thankfully. And then these zombies, there's no floor up here. Do what you can, zombies. Excellent. From there, we shall death waltz our... Nah, no reason for death waltz. The judge takes out our immortals. Yeah, so I guess prematurely getting the death... Oh, got a stun there. Getting the death waltz down when you know a unit's about to go down is... important. They just shot that behind us. Important, but tough to remember. Or not remember, but exactly figure out exactly who they're gonna go for. It's like you hit a death waltz. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna hit that unit anymore. We're going somewhere else. Winky. 6 damage. Alright, you're down and turning into, well, not yet, I guess. Soon. Soon to be quite dead. So the zombie finish him off. Oh, I forget, they are, of course, steadfast and cannot be killed this turn. Drop down the webs. We don't manage to immobilize, but they are now slower. Beetle the judge. I also realized we could have gone for this. Let's do Marcus Prey on their lord here. Distract the poor fool. And then everything's a crit. 28 damage a shot. We'll move up. Get a flanking attack even on the... Oh wait, that's not how that works? That's too bad. Curse you. And then we'll bite this lord. Yum yum. Rats. Yeah, that big boy's down, and that should be that for the fight. Even our brave, steadfast warrior. 26 damage. And that would be that. He's taken off. Yeah, we'll go ahead and claim victory. Well, now this doesn't look nearly as intimidating. 150, good resource collection. Oh what? No, they managed to hit him. Well, that's too bad. That is a dead immortal, but he manages to escape. They're legitimately locking us off so we can't escape up here. That's crazy how clever the just the marauders are. They're working together with other marauder camps. Resistant chest plate. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and then we get our third signature skill. Yes, please. We got Blood Communion. Who knows what that does? Exsanguinate. Oh, we don't get to see what any of the abilities do? There's Blood Parasite, so it's probably what we're going for here. Tormenting Mist. A 2-hex radius. That's for Decay and Poison, and then Grave March is for Conjure Thorned Skeletons. We're not really doing the Necromancer run, so we're gonna go for Sanguinate here. Well, it said previously what it did. Sustains damage, ignores, or we got Blood Blight, which turns them into Blood Parasite. Yes. Adjacent enemies have -5 status resist. Sundering Sweeper does more damage. Let's go more damage. Nice. Up to 30 damage. This doesn't seem like this is increasing at all, which is kind of strange. Kevin the Eternal also leveled up. We'll go ahead and give him Plague Shot. Actually, do we want to change this at all? I do quite like Sniper Shot. Miasma, Culling Hunter, or a Swarm Hunter. No, Culling Hunter's way better. We get Plague Shot to inflict diseased. Let's pick up some vampire skills. The Death Calling Frost. You lose your horse, but you gain a kind of a scary javelin. We'll try this javelin out. The Mystical Aurora Borealis javelin. That works for me. Try that out. We can now call another wild animal. Don't mind if I do. We'll do that right. I guess right here. Options. Wyvern, Fledgling, Giant Beetle, or Dread Spider. Wyvern Fledgling does turn into a full-blown wyvern eventually. Let's just do more spiders. More spiders. Okay, so they've got 2 judges in here. What are the defenses of the city looking like? Can we see them? Stone walls means they do have things like ballista, which will make it nasty to get through here. It can't be helped. Kevin's a dominator, huh? Let's give you your own army then, Kevin. Bring the spider in here. And then pillaging will give us what? Just some gold. Truthfully, we can use the gold. I don't really want to take 2 turns though. Kinda caught in a bad spot. Especially because these guys are sitting here trying to rejuvenate. Let's pillage this farm. Move up and attack this squad of hawks here. Easy battle, should be. And no one really takes any damage, it's nice and simple. Another level of renown for Bloodhorn, so he's up to rank 3. Each mind is going to grant us some Imperium. So, you know, that's good stuff. And also, every time we get another renown rank, our heroes get more health and resistance. Keep digging. Of course, that's Bloodhorn's renown. We know he keeps getting stronger. We captured... Listen, guys, you gotta capture these. You can't keep chucking them in the crypt. We're gonna go for another sacrifice. We do need to pick up the Morbid Sacrifice skill here pretty soon. Is this an outpost? Oh, I hate that. He's not that far away from his main city, though, so they're not quite being as cheeky as they normally are. I'd like to sneak around behind him, but I don't think we can. This is the worst. Alright, let's move to here. We'll just invite that battle. Bring us a wild animal. We'll take the Shrieking Bat. And hopefully we have enough to hold the line. Another province here for Druxspur, that's perfect. Oh, a Blood Tyrant. Nightmare. We'll go ahead and pick up a farm down here. Make as much use of the Shattered Rosewood as we can. In fact, since Blood Meadow has no chance of getting 3, we might just go ahead and abandon this province and give it to Druxspur instead. We're not going to be able to get over there in time, so we're going to go ahead and just bring you this way. How many turns? 5? And it's a lot. Over here, then. Yeah, we're going to get attacked regardless, so there's no reason to be cheeky about it. We'll go ahead and pick up an outpost here. That way we can make use of the Lover's Spring later on. There's our Deathstalker. We'll definitely bring them over to fight at Shards Spar. Force your turns over, yours as well. Then we get another animal ready to go. Yeah, we've got plenty of mana, I think so. Alright, our turn. Risky battle, please auto-resolve. You've got this. No, they're brutally murdered. Alright, so one final battle here for today's episode. We stumbled upon a bandit camp, which they've clearly been exsanguinated and chucked into that nearby pond. This fight is going to be rough. Go ahead and move around. And we pass. Try to get their fast-moving units ahead of everyone else. That way we can kind of blitz them down with a Marcus Prey. Yeah, so, like, you can reach me here. Stay at least a little ways away. Apparently there's shrubs there, we'll take it. And we'll run them along. Alright, turn. They didn't quite fall for it. What we are going to do is continue to kind of just move around the outside here. Go ahead and set up in this choke point area. Eat these trees. Just kind of come on up into the safety of the forest here. Bring it on. There's the spider. Actually jumps in after the... Oh, fair enough. Immobilizes all of them. You couldn't have gotten more lucky if you tried. Yeah, I hate the web abilities the spiders have. Oh, that's too bad. All of our archers are now locked in place. We can go for the freeze or slow. They got me immobilized on everyone. That is so lucky. That Assassin Strike is doing a ton of damage, so let's weaken them a bit by first... You don't want to be an easy target, so try to freeze them. Doesn't work, they get some status vulnerability. They're all immobilized, so they can't move anyway. Marcus Prey. They can't move. All we can do is go for some cheeky shots, try to kill this matriarch right away here. Assassin Strike is almost enough. And we'll still take the damage. And we're about to get destroyed. Now, speaking of, that is a heap of damage. And then they can basically just let the spiders finish us off from there. Yeah, mass immobilization is very tough to handle. Although if I would have positioned a little bit better here, we probably could have handled this. Okay, good. You can teleport away. Can't eat any of the things around us here except for this bat that fell. Which is going to have to work. Zones of control are being a pretty huge issue here. Teleport and go for the shot into the Banshee pods. Didn't do that much damage, sadly. Okay, well, we'll second wind. Go for the kill here. Mortal Blessing up. Teleport on away, or could you just go ahead and snack? Let's snack on this foliage first. And then teleport over to here. Overwhelm tactics active. Let's go ahead and start taking out the other tier 3 spider here. Is it dying next turn? I really don't like how there's pretty much nothing we can do about it. We come all the way around behind here, go for a nasty hit. And then a Death Waltz. That will be even if we lose, then we get the unit back if we win, but we're not gonna win this battle. Here's that extra health we need. Zaps health from our own units to give to him. And flanked on all fronts. And we're not going anywhere either. Too bad, too bad. Just imagine that actually killing. If the critical hit lands, it will. Say, let's go ahead and run. Nope. The Greys. Everything's going against us here. We have the other one where we can cause damage and bleed. Let's apply that here. It's another unit down. Hasn't gone to summon any flora yet, though, so we're not out of the woods yet. Do some pretty impressive things here, though, with the Death Cult. Healing up that unit's bad. Death. Well, now it's just our lord here. I mean, he might manage to survive. The wrong corpse. Let's go ahead and pick up this shrubbery, thanks. I mean, that's another unit killed. We can make sure this comes back, so go ahead and kill these spiders. Eat this corpse. Move to here. Shoot into weaken. Death Waltz, so at least at the end of this we'll get a couple of units back. And then... yeah, just go for the kill here. They're gone. So now it's just our lord versus this tier 5. And his spider friend. Ignore the spider. Drain health. That's not going to do enough damage, and we'll just go ahead and hit him with a Marcus Spray. We only get one swing, but next turn we'll get a bunch. There's the vines. Old strategy, Cotton. Are you still distracted? If not, I'm going to make you distracted. You have no choice. We're getting out of this battle, whether you like it or not. Big 34. And there it is. In a battle of wills, we eventually win. Thank you, maximum hit points. Oh no, our morale. No, you can't do this to us. The Greys. Seriously. Male coward coming into effect now. Please don't run. You're fine. Quit being a baby. There we go. And that got scary. We only lost a pursuer and our bat. But we did win. Call wild animal. And now I'm just gonna have you run. They are throwing units at us left and right here. And nothing amazing. We'll take the Slither Hatchling, though. I think this is a army that's coming to attack us specifically. Small monster gym was found. Oh, good. That's exactly what we wanted to find. More of that. Hero was leveled up. Basao is now stronger. Stunning Drain. Actually, good idea. Give us even more time to get stuff done. We can give you the Blessed Dragon for faster movement. New development skill. We've got that Crypt Blade. And the Court of Whispers. Let's go for the Crypt Blade. Which is basically a free item usage that turns enemies into zombies when you hit them. As long as they die. So Bloodhorn gets the Crypt Blade. It deals, I believe, main damage. So it counts as whatever your basic attack is. And then it is going to turn them into a zombie and possibly make them bleed. Either or. Alright, the bathhouse is done, so people are back to being a bit happier. That's good. We definitely need even more growth. But there's lots of stuff we can use right now. The Grave Obelisk would be even more stability. Let's go ahead and get that going. Will likely be one we rush, and we'll get ourselves another Deathstalker. Another Deathstalker, and let's pick up a secondary Blood Cultist. You just haul cheek out of there. Leave whoever you have to behind. Shouldn't leave its domain. Oh no, unless a raiding party emerges, then we're in trouble. I want to start the siege, but I don't think it's something we can win. Not with our lost damage. But now we've got 2 of these Spider Matriarchs. That's a lot of extra units. Decisions. You step outside of this domain here, and we might just want to kind of circle and try to take out the Crystal Thicket. Pick that up for us. At the same time, we could likely win. They are a death cult too, but they've got the wrong... Man, they're almost exactly like us. They even have overwhelm tactics. Yeah, let's go ahead and launch the siege. As I say that, I think this dragon's gonna come attack us directly next turn, which is gonna be so bad. Alright, lift the siege. Stay in range so we can assist if need be, but we'll move up here to try to level up in the Crystal Thicket a bit more. I hate that that's what we have to do, but not a lot of choice. Move one more forward, but just one more. And we'll go ahead and pick up another wild animal summon. Oh good, they haven't sent out their nonsense yet, so we still have time. Probably even just go down here and take out this small monster den for some quick experience. Yeah, it's only 5 in there. Move in. All the wild animals ready. Let's go ahead and move back up to the surface. We'll use that over here with those assaulting Shards Spar. Of all of these, this is the only one that evolves, so we'll pick this unit. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and fight this dragon. Don't make me battle it, please. Ain't that just the way? Well, I said one more fight. Turns out you get a second one. The open field battle against a dragon. And his bug subjugator pals. They've got a demoralizing charge strike, and they're unyielding. And we'll just see about that, won't we? Delicious shrubs. Got all kind of our weaker animals on this side. Alright, let's go ahead and drag everyone round to that end. If at all possible. We'll leave this crew over here. The only thing I kind of want to do is bring a Bloodhorn across. And the spiders as well. Give us those animal bonuses, and we'll just bring the Shellmet Crab and the other spiders around behind. Nice and simple. Can I hit anyone with it? Can you hit? You could give the blood parasite to friendlies if you wish. Do we want to do that? Absolutely not. And they get 2 freezes. Glad to see them using the freeze attacks in the same unit. Alright. All's fair. I'm just gonna go ahead and give them the Death Waltz this turn, that way they can come back nice and easy. Animal Slayer Javelin. Let's go ahead and run around the flank here. A very chunky unit. Cancel that retaliation. We'll move around here and hit him with the Venomous Spit. Death Waltz on that unit. $15 damage. Could be much better. Now let's go ahead and apply the Scarlet Plague to them as well. Scarlet Plague to the dragon. Is a Dragon Plague. And the dragon, I believe we want to get up in its face, so we'll have the bats do that. Like them. Drop off the baby spiders. Animal kinship. Slaughter the elementals. Yeah, we'll go for the 50. Low chance, just got like really, really low range on these bats. Grab a strike. Yeah, you're doomed. Let's go for another hatchling summon and send them straight back to bother the White Witch. Push them away from our other units here. I think the serpent moves in and it just gets destroyed. So we have to move in instead. Up into range, we can go for a Blood Blight here. Everyone gets Blood Parasite. Weaken with a curse. I should have blinded you first. There's the blind. Crypt Blade won't kill, so we'll just go for a bite to try to... Some more damage here. 31. Burning in Remorse. Beautiful. A fumble. Oh, because of the cacophony. The dragon here still has the capability of killing lots of units on its own. Ooh, especially when they focus. Byron Fledgling down. Alright, our foe's going full petty now. Trying to kill our brand new units, and that's it. Won't work. And you shall all turn into zombies. Alright, get over here and raise the dead. Our wyverns shall live again. Even if momentarily. Sprint through the forest. We kill the White Witch right away. Giving us another Blood Parasite. Which can eat. And go feasting on some dragon. That's weak damage. Hurt this mage then. Orlas is surrounded. Unless we get a fumble here. Not today. Even more Mortal Blessing. We'll move up and... Oh, these are fake trees. Good to know. Ye ol' fake trees. 45% chance, that's a... And not bad damage there. And as far as retaliation goes, it's not much. And then we can rotate around here. And go for a javelin. And not quite as much damage as we would like, but it'll be alright. I'm thinking this unit's their next choice to try to kill, so we're gonna go ahead and Death Waltz it. And we'll just get it back next at the end of the battle there. Everything over here is way too far away to actually do anything, so we'll just go ahead and pass. What say you, dragon? Please don't have another dragon breath. Alright, just a swing. That is acceptable. Zombies care not for your morale nonsense. We'll let the javelin thrower get the win. 25 damage. Not bad. All we lost was the fledgling. Completely acceptable. And they're sending another one after us too, which is crazy. And those are respawning at the speed of light. Just stay close enough where we can reinforce everyone. We'll move in to claim this crystal thicket up here. Yes, restore the land is done. I think we definitely have gone kind of the wrong direction there with this one, but we'll make it work. We've been denounced by the vampire hunter. I don't know that I care. We're gonna go ahead and put in the palisade walls up here. We don't have anything up here actually claimed. Try to avoid this, but chances are it's not happening. Blood Meadow can annex another province. Excellent. So like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. So let's go ahead and raise the structure. That gives us opportunities to put that population somewhere else. We can lock down the underground too, which I think is a good idea. We're not getting us very good special province improvement slots though, so let's do work on that a bit. We'll grab a quarry here. And we find out there's another army down there. Alright, move on over and do some excavating, and with that, this is going to be all the time I have got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping on. My Let's Do Snow Spirit, I'll deal with that outside of recording. Thanks for stopping on by today's Thrones of Blood Ruidravania campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, please do remember to leave a like for like god and a sub for the sub though. I'll see you all in the next one.